Nelson Garcia of Paul.
Uh, hi, good
Sorry,
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Mark. I'm an intern from Pulp Magazine and one of the youth that's very excited po to consume this media, and I think it's a very good platform. So my first question po is for Direk and Father. So with the previous iteration receiving many awards and accolades, how does that influence po your approach to YSpeak 2.0 po?
Well, syempre we don't really want to think about awards. I think the biggest takeaway would be we just want to provide a safe space. Kasi when we were talking about it, it's all about spaces. It's all about face-to-face. Kasi minsan nagtatanong ka pa lang, binabara ka na eh. Diba? Online. You don't even see the guy, you don't even know the guy, you don't even know his name. So it would be nice to really talk about things. And we've talked to our fans, parang we're gonna include everyone, political inclination, religious inclination. We plan to include everyone because that's what's necessary in today's world. It's so easy to misunderstand because you don't know. So what we have to do is we have to live through the eyes of the other person, and the only way you do it is to look him in the face. Diba? So, I mean, if we get that, then that's the award in itself. If the awards come, then we'll be extremely happy. We just want to keep going because we've always felt that, you know, when Fads told me that we're gonna do YSpeak, I was like, this is the perfect time because everyone is just going to hell. so si Fads is swooping in just at the right time. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. I have another question naman po. This is for our host. Anyone can answer. So, at a time like this, what message for us youth do you believe we need to hear the most? And how do you think you will deliver that in the show? Okay, sorry, I'll restructure that po. So, at a time like this, as hosts of YSpeak 2.0, what message do you believe do us youth need to hear the most?
That we're capable of change. Yun siguro one of the things that we should take agency, na we do play a part in the society, in this ecosystem that we live in. And yung pagkawala ng pag-asa, nowadays marami sa atin nakakaramdam niyan dahil sa may gera nangyayari, madami nangyayaring korupsyon dito sa bansa natin. So, ang dami nating nararamdaman, di ba? And lalo yung youth, napaka-uncertain nung kinabukasan natin. And dito sa show na to, yung gusto naming maparamdam at mapakita sa mga audiences, lalo sa kabataan, ay maging bukas tayo sa pakikinig sa isa't isa, maging bukas tayo sa diskurso, maging bukas tayo sa opinion ng isa't isa, at baka maging payapa kahit papano, and lumalim yung empathy natin for everybody in this country.
Para magdagdag sa sinabi ni Elijah, ang dami nangyayari ngayon, no? Grabe, idagdag mo pa yung social media, kaya lahat mayroong plataforma para magsalita. Siguro para sa akin, ang pinakamahalaga na marinig ng kabataan ngayon ay sa kabila ng lahat ng nangyayari, ngayon ang panahon para hindi maging manhid, hindi mag-back down, hindi mag-freeze, kasi valid naman, may tendency tayo na maging overwhelmed kasi ang dami nga naman talaga nakaka-stress. Pero hindi yun yung panahon ngayon. Now is the time to even rise up, listen, discern, and act. At nandito kami para maging less intimidating and less overwhelming yung diskursong politikal. Salamat sa question mo.
River.
And siguro to add na there is hope. Ang daming tao now na feeling na hopeless na ang mundo. The world is going to end, pero I think people should believe na there's always hope.
Robbie.
Para sa akin naman po, my hope is that this show, in its mission na to transition yung pananaw ng ating youth at yung mga tao dito sa Pilipinas sa isang direction na it is not hopeless like what my co-host said, but more important than that, the hope starts with you. It starts with all of us. At kung aayusin lang po natin ang pananaw natin sa pamamagitan ng kaalaman or yung pag-introduce or pagtalakay ng kaalaman through the people that we will be interviewing, through the debates, the discourse of culture, politics, economics, we will be able to create a more well-rounded perspective on what reality really is and how as individuals we can conduct ourselves to uplift our country together. Thank you.
Kahit hindi ako tinatanong, pwede ba akong
Yes, Father.
Hindi, joke lang. Hindi, siguro lang, una sa lahat, gusto ko sabihin na siguro naman, you will agree with me na hindi tayo nagkamali ng pagpili ng host. Yes! Diba? Pero siguro, sa darating kasi na Tuesday, death anniversary ni Pope Francis. And kung mayroong isang taong nag-shape ng pananaw ko from the time of the pandemic, si Pope Francis. Meron siyang napakahalaga na sinabi nung panahon ng pandemic, September 2020. Sabi ni Pope Francis, may krisis, hindi mo pipiliin ang krisis mangyayari ang krisis, di ba? Sabi niya, pero ang natura ng krisis, hindi ka lalabas na pareho. Either you will come out worse or better. Pero pwede mong piliin, sabi niya. Para ka lumabas na mas mahusay, you need to see clearly, choose well, and act right. Siguro yun din yung isa sa mga hangarin ng YSpeak, matulungan ng kabataan na higit na makita ng malinaw ang nangyayari. No? At kung malinaw yung pagkita, kasi ang problema fake news di ba? Pero kung malinaw ang pananaw at ang pag-unawa at ang facts, higit tayong mas makakapili ng mabuti, di ba? At makakakilos ng tama. Siguro mahalaga yon na lagi natin tandaan, yan ang, kumbaga, yan ang overarching filosofiya ng YSpeak. See clearly, choose well, act right. And magpapasalamat tayo kay Pope Francis dun sa paalala na yun. So, thank you.
Amen to that, Father. Thank you, Mark. By the way, ang YSpeak noon ay consistent winner bilang Best Public Affairs Program sa Catholic Mass Media Awards, Star Awards, and sa Golden Dove Awards. Ang susunod na magtatanong ay ang very candid na influencer from the Manila feed, no other than Chad Rosete.
Hello, good morning, and Chad. So for my first question for the host, how challenging for you na gawin yung show, especially for Robbie at saka si River na parang hindi alam lahat ng tao, parang outspoken or very vocal, no? So how challenging for you? And during your immersion, ano yung mga nakuha niyong tips and advice from the original host?
Okay, the challenge for me, it comes with the process. I believe all of us will find or see that to be a good host in this project in YSpeak means to be knowledgeable. So I think one challenge that I will have is to seek the right knowledge for the right time that can be used for proper conversation. And I think what I might struggle in a little bit is kung masyadong malalim yung iniisip ko sa Tagalog, baka mahihirapan ako magsalita. Pero maliban doon, I embrace all of the things that might not even be a challenge but might just be unfamiliar. My goal here is, apart from our objective, is also to mostly learn. And I'm not looking at it as a challenge so far, but a welcome opportunity to learn.
Ako similar to Robbie, siguro yung challenge ko dito is the knowledge, experience. That's because we haven't been outside yet in the field talking to people, learning from them, knowing their stories. So siguro that's our challenge. Pero as we learn, as us hosts learn, hopefully the people watching behind the screens will also learn along with us. Kaya ako, that's one thing I'm very excited also na matuto dito and to hear what the people have to say.
Any tips and advice from Bianca, Ryan, Robbie, Gretchen?
Actually,
yung ang haba din ng usapan na yun.
Sobrang.
And we're very, very grateful to them for, gracing us with their presence and time nung that whole day na nag-immerse kami and got to know each other and really study what yung gagawin namin sa show. Ano ba pinaka-sinabi nila? It's basically like, they're just handing us the torch. Sabi na, you guys would know what to do with the show. I mean, sabihin nga nila, di ko na sabihin ko sino, pero one of them sabi, back then we were doing this, di ko nga alam na ginagawa namin eh. So we were like, okay, so medyo nakahinga-hinga kami doon, pero maraming kwentuhan about, the impact of Why Speak back then and the influence of Why Speak back then, and ano lang yung gusto nila for the youth today and for us hosts na ano yung ma-achieve namin, and they just want us to be ourselves basically and know that everything, that this show is bigger than us. It's bigger than us hosts. Yun.
I have another one to build off that. Sa buong araw na yun, nag-workshop kasi po kami nila Ate Bianca, Sir Ryan, and many other industry specialists. Not just sa showbiz, but economics, politics, lawyers. And one advice that really, yung talagang tumapat at tumatak sa isip ko is, one of them asked us, are you here to work and get by? Or are you here to provoke thought? So you need to make up your mind. And I think that was very good advice because as hosts, we are not here to tell you just our opinion. Hindi lang kami dito para sabihin kung anong nasa isip namin, para maniwala kayo, ito yung tama, hindi ganon. Our goal here is to host and to guide this show to the direction where conversations will provoke thought and make our people think for themselves. And I think that was very good advice given to us.
And to add to what Robbie said, bigla ko lang naalala, mayroon tayong kanya-kanyang lived experiences na tinatawag. Meron tayong kanya-kanyang realidad, di ba? Iba-iba tayo ng kinalakihang kamalayan, di ba? Maaaring sa Pilipinas, maaaring abroad, pero kung ikaw Pilipino, Pilipino ka. Andito kami para mag-provide ng structure and platform. Noon, ang Why Speak doon, kanina yun ang tanong, ano yung pinagkaiba? Dati wala namang social media eh. Kaya ang Why Speak noon, excited ang mga tao na kapag magkaroon ng platform na literal, ng mic. Ngayon kasi kahit sino pwede nang mag-post. So ngayon, I guess ang difference din, to add to what he said, na na-discuss din namin, nabanggit ni Elijah din, na nung araw na yon na sobrang saya, ay andito kami para maggabay kung paano nga ba italakay yung mga bagay na yun. Then to answer your question, for me, challenge is, kasi ako yung nagpapatakbo ng isang, okay, nagpapatakbo ng isang social enterprise, yung eco-cooling. So marami akong experience on the ground, trabaho sa community, sa gobyerno. For me, challenge yung marami tayong mga bagay na ako, feeling ko, kung familiar kayo sa chilling effect, yung hindi ako makapagsalita minsan as me kasi baka sa makalawa, sarado na yung negosyo namin, di ba? Aware tayo sa mga political, landscape sensitive na mga dispute sa ating bansa. Pero, sabi ko nga sa Why Speak Team, itong challenge na to ay isang privilege at it's like my voice was given back to me. Kasi andito ako bilang host at hindi bilang CEO and founder ng isang kumpanya, di ba? So malaya ako na magsalita bilang bahagi ng kabataan. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako na maging isa sa host ng Why Speak.
Laging trending noon or